Hey there, dipshits, it's me, Joey, aka Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Eagle Eagle.
We're
Older and Dumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew, be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
So dipshits, mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of Older and Dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black. Now my stand. Fade to black.
See how successful we are, guys? Even though, we say we're unemployed on here. Hunter just bought his own soda for $1. So
Oh, you didn't start recording. Did you start recording?
I guess we're not as bad off as we say we are.
Yeah, I don't even know we said that we were bad off.
I heard that from someone. For y'all.
Oh, that's a good one. Here, ready?
Awesome.
Oh yeah. I wanted the tss to be longer, but I messed it up. Okay, I think we're ready to get things started.
Crazy. Did you see Joe Biden shit his pants today?
Shut up. No, he didn't. Send me this. Show me this. What is this? What is this news you have for me? Abracadabra. For my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, bro. Is that what you texted it to me instead of just showing it to me?
Yeah.
The moment Joe Biden shit himself in France. What? No way.
Watch it.
Is there like a picture of him?
Watch it. Take him off stage.
Distinguished guests, please welcome.
Is he trying to sit or is he just crouching?
Shitting his pants, dude.
Oh my god. That's insane. There's no way. My 2-year-old does the exact same thing.
I don't know, I kind of feel like an idiot sometimes. Although I am an idiot, so it kind of works out.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur. Put that cookie down now!
That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life because that is not a plan.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Welcome to another episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about 3 dumb friends, this week 2 dumb friends, just trying to make it on this planet we call Earth. I feel like I had to say it at the same time, or else it'd be weird.
Had to.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us for another episode. This episode is obviously brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, Checkpoint Lounge,
The gaming lounge.
where you can game and play games.
Gets you round. I don't know.
Gaming lounge that gets you around. The gaming lounge that gets around. The gaming lounge
Ask
with
them about the beanbag room.
the gaming lounge with all the rock band sounds.
Oh, sounds kind of does it. Just like round.
The gaming lounge where friends can be found. Oh, yeah. Come on, I need some back and forth here. I can't be the only one.
The gaming space where you can,
Beat their face.
Yeah.
The gaming space.
Annihilate up.
What were you about to say?
Nope.
Anyway, welcome to another episode. This week it's me and Joey as old times. We've done a couple of old times. Yeah, we've done a couple of olden days episodes.
Yeah, these are becoming the norm. At this point.
Almost all over the microphone.
Just like spit takes are the norm.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, because I feel like we get new fans who don't go back to episodes. They just start wherever they start.
Yeah.
So I feel like every time we
you
have
guys
them,
could go,
could
a lot of stuff to watch there on your
100 and this is 112. 112 episodes. Well, I guess 111 if you're watching this one already. A lot of episodes and bonus content you can
might
watch.
think there's 300 plus episodes, but that's because we do a tricky numbering system.
Yeah. Season, then episode number of that season. Just like Hollywood does.
Fuck Hollywood.
We're the new woods. We're the dumber woods.
Yeah.
Dumb woods.
Dipshit wood.
Dip woods. But anyway, Joey and I, way before Older and Dumber became a thing, during our olden days of the 20-sided life, did a show called The Slaying Dragons in the Morning. So that's why this is the olden days, because it was just the two of us for a while.
Yep.
I was just going through my computer the other day.
You're like, why don't I have any space? You found like
I did
400 gigabyte folder of Slaying Dragons in the Morning episode.
That's so funny. I was going through my computer and I was like, where the fuck is all this storage coming from? Like, why do I have none? Like, there's no way. So I'm looking through my C drive and so I find the culprit. It's not Slaying Dragon stuff, but I was looking through, because you can scroll over and be like, how many gigs is in this? How many gigs is in this? How many gigs is in this? I keep going through each thing and I'm like, okay, this has got like 80. Okay, this is like 200. Okay, this is like 70. This is 80. Okay, blah, blah, blah. 437. And I go, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the hell is this? I already just went past Call of Duty and that was 200. What the hell is 437? So I go in there and I click on it.
The secondary Call of Duty folder.
It's just the save files. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So I go looking through and it's like, and I keep going deeper and deeper. I'm like, okay, it's got to be this. It's not that. What? And I find it says photos. And I'm like, there is no freaking hell way I have more than 20 gigabytes worth of photos on my computer. So I click on it, and Michaela had recently plugged her phone in. And of course, Apple likes to take over your computer the instant you plug your phone in. It took every single photo she's ever had since having her iPhone and created an iCloud Photos folder that just had extra photos in it. Like it wasn't like this is like your backup. This is every photo you've ever had, even though you already have it. So I was like, oh my God, I have to get rid of all 400 and something gigabytes of this. So I was able to get rid of that, and I cleaned that up or whatever. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what's this thing that's got like 20 something gigabytes? I'm like, let me click. Like, this is in a weird place. I click on it and it's Slaying Dragons in the Morning. And I was like, holy shit. I look at it and I still have all, I think it was 10 or 11 episodes we did on my computer still. Like the edited portions, not the raws, but I have all of the edited portions on my computer right now of all the episodes we did. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Guys, tell us in the comments.
If you want to see Slaying Dragons in the Morning.
Put them up on the Patreon.
They might still be out there on the internet, actually. I don't know. I'd have to go look it up. But yeah, Slaying Dragons in the Morning. I have them all there. And I have all the videos that got sent to us when we had asked the community, why do you love role-playing games? And those were all in there too. And I was like, oh man, this is great. But anyway, so reminiscing about old times and our old show for just the two of us. But anyway, let's get this party started. Carter, fucking my life. Carter, please tell us about your week.
Damn nice, dude.
Yeah, wow, okay. So anyway, Joey, what about your week?
I've sort of backed off 76 a little bit. I got through this season.
So you're just waiting for the new season.
I'm waiting for season 17 to drop in the map expansion, but that sounds like it's going to be Tuesday after the Microsoft conference.
Yeah.
So
I hear we're supposed to get some news about Fable at the new Microsoft conference. I'm very excited. There's been a bunch of stuff popping up on my phone about Fable, and I'm very anxious. I hope we get some news.
Yeah.
What else?
Probably won't turn out to be very good.
Why do you think so? Usually Microsoft does really good conferences.
No, I mean Fable.
Oh. Why do you say that?
New company, new people behind it.
Well, Blue Shield, or not Blue Shield, what are they called?
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
They're Blue something. Maybe it's Blue Bird or something like that. They're still a part of the development, but because their company, I think, basically went under, or Their company just isn't doing anything anymore. They're not like the main leads on it. But their team that have done other Fables are a part of it. So at least we'll get like people who worked on it before, but it's supposed to be completely redone.
I just remember like after Fable 2, there was another one that
Fable
wasn't
3.
good.
You didn't like Fable 3?
No.
I didn't love it either. I thought the story was way too short, and
now there's been
just
like
didn't...
a 15-year gap from that to the new one.
It's supposed to be a restart. Like it's a new,
so
it's a reboot.
rebooting.
Yeah, it's a rebooting the Fable series. Which I think is fine, you know? I mean, because the first Fable will always be great. The first Fable was an amazing game. Obviously, if you go back and play it now, you're like, oh my God, this is old. But like, Fable 1, fantastic game. I even thought Fable 2
was good.
Fable 2 was great. It just built upon everything Fable 1 had, and all the things that people were like, oh, this is bad, or I want this. They just added it all and made that like life stuff great. Then they put out Fable 3, and it just wasn't there. It felt like they took a lot out, added in like unnecessary stuff. It just wasn't great.
I remember it coming out and there being like no hype for it either.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just like dropped it out of the blue.
It just released, yeah. But Fable 1 and Fable 2, very, very good. Fable 2, I definitely enjoy a lot. Fable 3 is the one where you are the child of the king that dies, and then you take over. Fable 2 is you're either the boy or the girl. That obviously you pick your gender or whatever. But you are orphans. You're brought into the mansion of the guy who like runs the town because he noticed you had special blood, and then when
Fable blood, if you will.
Yeah, when you refuse him, he throws you out of the tower, and you are supposed to die, but you don't. Yeah. And then Fable 1, your entire village gets ransacked by bandits. Yeah. It's good. So I love that there was not a repeat, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least in the storytelling. But yeah, Fable. Very excited for Fable.
We'll see.
That was a big tangent. What else did you do this week?
Played a lot of COD.
Mm-hmm.
Back into the COD grind.
Oh yeah, the camo grind, one might say. I really want that Gundam skin, but I know you guys won't let me play with you if I wear it.
Said goodbye to one of the original camo grinders.
Oof. I could join your camo grinders. I grind. I camo and grind.
That's your formal interview.
This is my application. Hi, my name is
interviewing all day.
Hi, my name is Hunter, and I would like to apply for the camo grinder position. At the beginning of Modern Warfare 3, I platinumed out and still have platinumed out almost all of the submachine guns. Okay. I'm good at the grind, okay? I promise.
I will say you did buy the fuzzy thing skin.
And I did do that.
That's probably going to be a mark in your favor.
Yeah, I've already paid for my application fees.
That being said, May will probably be retired from COD by the time this episode is up.
Yeah, she said that once she gets that last token, she's done, right? Yeah, lame.
Wow.
It's a fun
until
game.
She's not.
Yeah, like Call of Duty's fun. It's definitely not like the most amazing thing, but it's fun.
It depends. Been talking to May about some stuff to do with the Twitch to expand that.
Yeah, you've been talking about some DMCA laws.
Demicas, yeah. But I also want to do the stream where we teach May how to play League of Legends.
I want to do that so bad. We're doing it. I don't care. We're doing it. It's gonna be fun, and then you're gonna really like it, and then you're gonna be like, "Hey guys, you want to play League?" And it's gonna be awesome. And then we're gonna have a team again, and we're gonna go hardcore. Do you remember when we had a League team?
May's gonna like League of Legends.
I think she'll like it. She
doesn't like isometric games.
She doesn't. She has said that, but then she fell in love with Baldur's Gate.
She's like,
so
at least the characters in Baldur's Gate are interesting. I think she forgot that League of Legends has her two favorite lesbians in it.
Yeah, which she could play as either of them, Vi or Caitlyn.
Yeah,
dude. League of Legends characters have the deepest lore. Yeah. I mean,
many queer representations in there.
A lot, actually. And alien lovers. I mean, even that's in there. All anything you could think of is in there.
All there.
Actually, is
furries.
There is furries. Is there trans in league?
I feel like there's trans character, but I can't think of who it is right off the top of my head.
Huh.
I
We'll have
remember.
to-
I remember seeing on their little thing though somebody in the color set. So
Yes.
their little
So it
pride
has to be.
announcement thing, but I can't remember who it is.
We'll have to look it up again. If somebody knows, please put it in the comments. I don't
Yeah,
remember
let
which
us know.
characters it is.
Tell us that we're bigots for not knowing.
Oh my god. Sorry, we forgot. There's so much information in the world. But dude, remember when we had a league team? That was so much fun. That was a good.
Yeah,
time.
where are all those guys now? Oh, they all hate us.
No, well. Anyway, what else? What were we talking about? Twitch. You were saying things you wanted to do
Yeah,
for.
we're working on cooking some stuff for Twitch. We'll see how that goes. But yeah,
On the older and dumber or on May?
older and dumber.
Okay.
And potentially co-streaming.
Okay.
If we can figure out how to do it.
Yeah, that last time was a nightmare. I wasn't doing anything.
But yeah, there's definitely stuff going on with that. Worked many hours this week because I decided to swap for a day off last week.
You did? I felt like you didn't work much this week. You worked a lot this week?
Well, I worked on a Tuesday and I never work Tuesdays.
Oh, you did work on Tuesdays. You don't work on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I guess you did what you said.
Weird. Yeah, but other than that, I've been doing some little housekeeping, trying to get my life organized. It's not going well.
Packaged up.
You know,
I've been thinking about.
packing things for whatever reason. I don't know.
I've been
something
thinking
that
about
might
and
come.
dreading that.
Might come someday in the future.
Someday.
And trip planning. I think I talked about trip planning on last week's episode, though.
We did talk a little bit about trip planning last week, and we talked about me making Excel sheets and all that good stuff.
They
I
did start dropping the
yeah, and I have a point because I got one right.
the official Halloween Horror Nights house IPs this week with Quiet Place.
Bang! I was right.
Spooky trailer.
Oh, it was a trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just a web page. I didn't watch the
It's
trailer.
a trailer.
Okay, I'll watch the trailer when we're done.
It's just like, one of the Quiet Place aliens comes in and gets somebody.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it after we're done.
But yeah, other than that, paid for a car wash, shouldn't have, because they resurfaced my road this week. So
I gotta get my car washed.
Dusty dust.
Yep.
Feels bad.
Yep.
To spend $15 and then
Instantly get home and you're like, cool, my car's dirty again.
Yep.
That's the awful part about living up on the hill, man. I just don't know if washing your car is worth it. You should park your car at the bottom of the hill and then drive down to your car every day.
walk home.
Yeah.
Walk back and forth. to my
Walk
car.
all the way up. Holy shit. Just park at that farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start doing that. I'll be like, hey, here's $1.
Let me
for my
park
car
here.
here.
Here's your $1.
Other than that, did I do anything else this week? We went to buffet.
We did go to buffet.
We didn't have a podcast planning meeting at buffet. I don't know why that didn't happen. That was supposed to be a big thing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Once a month,
Once a month.
but I guess not yet. Not for
Could never.
June.
Could
Maybe
never.
for July. But yeah, I think that's about it for me.
Yeah.
Hunter. Did you get any roles this week?
Son of a bitch. I don't know yet, but I did get an email back from the Roadkill Reclaimed people telling me how
What do you think that title's about?
Roadkill Reclaimed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has something to do with how the main character, all of the characters are based off of animals that usually become roadkill. The main characters. So I think that's the play on that. And then that the
What's
character
the reclaiming.
that they are reclaiming their life. Like they've been put down and stuff all their life, and now they're reclaiming like their self, I think. At least that's what I understand from the story synopsis. But yeah, it seems really good. But my role as one of the hyenas is in
Known
final
misogynist.
known misogynists. Yes, thanks for reminding me. I think it's gonna be fun. I like playing a good
In Pride Month?
I like playing a good bad guy. I like playing a good villain.
You're typecast.
I am typecast. All I play is villains now.
Mhm.
I'll never play a hero again. Dude, I would love to do a show where I'm the villain, but the main character. It's like I'm a real
He
bad
wants to
guy.
be Mega Man or Mega Mind.
Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gru.
and then turns good. That's what I want. That'd be really cool. Anyway, I wonder if there's any. There's bound to be an anime like that somewhere, where the main character's a bad guy and then becomes a good guy.
animes. I just named 2 movies.
I know, but I was talking about anime.
Who's better, Mega Mind or Gru? Who's a better character?
Gru.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about family.
He is basically Dominic Toretto. He's bald. He wears black. He's about family.
Gru is Dominic Toretto. You've heard it here on Older and Dumber. Oh my god. But anyway, I got an email talking about how my hyena audition is within final stages, so I will know within the next less than about 5.
He doesn't
4,
even know, guys.
5, 7. I will know within the week. I will know within the week whether or not.
I have to look at the clock.
I didn't look at the date. The date's
date,
right
got
there.
it.
Oh, you don't know that there's a date underneath
you
the
look at it,
time
you look
clock?
at it, and you're like,
What time is it? Oh, how many days is time? 24 hours. I'll know within the week whether or not I get the role. So it'd be cool if I do. That'd be great. We will find out soon enough. So there you go. There's your answer, Joey.
cool.
I did an interview today for a
A
job.
simple no would have sufficed.
Oh yeah. Would it have sufficed? I had an interview today for a job. We'll see how it goes. It's a sales position that could have me traveling, but the best part is that it's an at-home job. So I'll be
Traveling to
able
his home.
Yeah. It's a from work job that could allow me to be traveling as well. But it's cool. It's all about sales, and that's basically my whole life. So that was cool. That was fun. What else this week? I wrote some stuff down to remember, to want to talk about.
What about the bathroom?
Yes, it's the first one on here. So
I didn't talk about D&D.
Oh, we didn't talk about D&D. We did play D&D this week. Here, I'll bring it up. We played D&D on Monday. We played Joey's campaign again. Great.
It was very forgettable. That's why I didn't say anything about it.
Oh, that's fucked up. It was a very good session. We all finally made it to level 3. But it was
They
all
made
combat.
It to level 3 because of a mistake. And then I got
Well,
bullied,
you shouldn't have made a mistake.
bullied into letting them level
Hey,
up.
I gave you your out. You said 450, and I was like, is that before or after?
And then Schnoodles was like, oh,
I already wrote it
Joseph,
down.
I already wrote it down in pen. Why are you using pen at the Dungeons and Dragons table for one thing?
So we're all level 3 now, which is fucking awesome. So we all did our power-up moves to show off how cool we are. So that was cool. Yeah, it was all big combat after our last one we had talked about. We were doing a whole beer
Except for Mariona, who showed off her new powers by tapping the wall with her walking cane.
That's right. We're like, what's your new powers? Oh no, I'm still blind. Oh, that was funny. But yeah, we all got new powers, so that was cool. Okay. So we got here today, and I was like, hey, Joey, we went. And I was like, hey, what's up, blah, blah. And the store wasn't open yet, so we were like, okay, I gotta go. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I need to go.
Mm-hmm.
So we go upstairs.
Famous for having to take shits in public.
I had to go, bro.
Just like President Joe Biden.
Me and him are much like the same, Anyway, so we got here, and I was like, I go to the bathroom. I've been holding it in since I was in the car. So I head upstairs, and I go into the public bathroom. And as I approach the bathroom, I start hearing some noise. I'm like,
boy.
What the hell is that noise? It's like music. I'm like, listen to
some guy in there cutting his demo tape.
I'm like, what the fuck? So I walk in, I start going to the stalls, and I just hear like yelling, and I'm like, what the? And there's like music going. I'm like, what the fuck? And I realize somebody in the handicap stall, because you live like a king in the handicap stall. I love the handicap stall.
That's huge.
It's huge.
It's as big as the studio.
Yeah. Someone is blaring TV on their phone full blast. They're watching a reality show. And I'm like, what the just like in the like you're pooping and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch which by the way I figured out what it was. He was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna sit here in the handicap stall, take a poop, and watch Bar Rescue at full volume.
Where you're sitting there and you're like, hey man, what are you watching?
No, I was sitting there and I was like, I was pooping and I was like concentrating. I'm like, what is he watching? What is he? Is it Jersey Shore? No. What is it? Kim Gardner? No, it's not the Kardashians. And then I hear, you have to fire him. You can't pour drinks like that. That is illegal. And I was like, fucking Bar Rescue. I knew it. It's that guy. I know his name. I know his voice. Or not his name. I know his voice. Know what he looks like. That's Bar Rescue.
I hate that guy.
He's got that little ponytail. No. Yeah, well, no. Does he have the ponytail still? I feel like he used to at one point, but he's like bald now, maybe? I don't know, whatever.
Like you watch,
He's got big hands.
you watch,
Big hands.
Kitchen Nightmares, and you can see that like
Ah,
Gordon
yes.
Ramsay really wants to like help these people, and like he's coming from a good place, even though he can be an asshole.
Yeah.
But at the end, you know, it's always like it's very wholesome.
Yes.
Dude, I feel like the Bar Rescue guy is just the huge.
Oh, he's a huge a-hole the whole time. But no, I like Hell's Kitchen you're talking about. I love the Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah.
That one's really good because he goes in and like critiques the crap out of him at first, and like they're crying stuff. He's like, "Hey, do you want to be good or not?" And then at the end of it, then he's like, "Yeah, it's all wholesome." But dude, Bar Rescues, he's just a freaking a-hole the whole time, and he'll call out the whole bar in front of people. Like there's an episode where drinks were getting poured, they were doing like an open night thing, and he takes someone's drink and goes, what the hell is this? And then sees that there's bugs in the drink and just starts yelling to everyone in the bar, put your drinks down, there's bugs in them, don't drink them. And it's just like, oh my God, bro.
If that guy was doing that in a bar I was in, I'd be like, well, you know, the alcohol probably disinfected him, so I'm going to just finish my $10 drink. If I get a refund, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, that Bar Rescue guy's mean. But I knew it. Right when I heard it, I was like, this guy's watching Bar Rescue full volume in a public bathroom. First of all, is that something you would do?
No.
Would you watch TV full volume in the public restroom? No. So yeah, full volume. I'm just like, what the hell? And I'm sitting there listening, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, this is an alright episode. So that was funny. That was when we got here and I had to go to the bathroom. What else is on my remember list? That's for our topic. Oh, on the way here, I was
taking notes on his phone.
No, I was watching My Hero on the way here, and I just got into season 6.
Hunter has to fly in.
No, season 5.
That's how he's able to watch things on his phone.
Yeah, I fly in. Anyway, so I'm watching it, and I just got to where I had forgotten that this intro was such a fucking bop, bro. Like, it just happened, like, the episode went blah, 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 and then it switched over to this intro that I had forgotten all about. It's during the time where Bakugo, Deku, and Shoto are at Endeavor's agency. Like, it's that, like, arc, and that intro, merry-go-round. Whoa, bro. I forgot how much it bopped. It bopped so hard that it came on, and without even looking, I was just like, merry-go-round! I was just like, how do I remember this? Oh, it was so good. But anyway, that happened. I thought it was really funny. I wanted to make sure I brought it up. And then 2 more things for my week. One, I got a text message from Sticker Mule this week. Yeah, and I was like, oh.
Give us this time.
I was like, oh, usually Sticker Mule's like deals and stuff, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I look at the message, and I'm like, oh, let me read this. And it goes, we're shit posting on X. Check it out. And I was like, what? I'm gonna show it to you, Joey, because I still have the text message. I didn't delete it. It blew my mind.
Screenshot it so we can put it up for the dipshits.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot it. Okay. It says, hey, we're shit posting on X again, and then just a link, and I was like, what? So I clicked it, and it goes, oh, come on. It goes to their X, and it just says, this website is boring. Poop, poop, pee, pee. I was like, who's running the social media
when did Pockets get a job for Sticker Mule as their social media manager?
To the social media manager for Sticker Mule's going crazy.
Hey guys, Crystal Moon Cosplay here. If you support Older and Dumber on Patreon, you will get access to their videos a week earlier, plus exclusive content and more. That's Older, the letter N, Dumber on YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon. So hit subscribe and become an honorary dipshit today. Alright, I gotta go talk Joey's ear off about Haspin Hotel now. See you later, dipshits.
Oh my god. All right, and then last thing for my week, because Joey reminded me of it while he was playing mobile games on his phone while we were getting things together earlier. He was playing, what'd you pull up? Where are all the old things you started playing? Pocket Mortys and Fallout Shelter. Playing old stuff, and it got me thinking, like a week ago when we had talked about games from our childhood or something like that. And I said Adventure Quest.
Was that the thing that Kay was working on for the social media?
Yes. I had remembered Adventure Quest, which if you go to battleon.com, you can still play Adventure Quest. So I downloaded it and played it for like 15 minutes and then went, oh yeah, I realized why I stopped playing this. It's so slow. Like it's a turn-based, attack. Then it jumps back to some animations. Then it goes, here's your list of options. Would you like to attack, defend, switch your equipment, cast a spell? All these different things. I'm like, attack. Does it. Comes back up. Attack. I'm like, attack. I just kept clicking attack. Attack. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why this got boring. But I remember playing that game crazily when I was a kid, like nonstop. But yeah, I tried playing it again and I was like, oof, no. But anyway, that was my week. Not really much else to it.
What a week.
Yeah, what a week.
Tell us about your weeks in the comments, guys.
Yeah. We need someone else to fill in the slot.
Yeah, we should have had a third week and we didn't have it.
No,
So
didn't have it.
you guys get to fill it in.
Yeah,
in
fill
the
in
comments.
how has your week been, dipshit?
Yeah. Like, comment, share. Do all the
Your week.
things.
Like, comment, share your week.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, Joey, we have a topic for today.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's a good title for it because it's a long and complicated idea, but
Oh, I'm ready for
I
mine.
was like, hey yo,
Hey, yo.
I got a topic.
Hey, yo. Buy me dinner first.
And then May was like, Jesus, you've got a topic again.
Did she say that?
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that. Or did she say that to you, like, on chat?
No,
Oh.
I'm telling stories.
Oh.
All right. So the basic idea is, and I saw,
Oh, are you going to read the message word for word that you typed earlier?
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, the whole thing spun out from this post on social media, which was, what was the dumbest thing you believed as a child?
And what was
And
the first comment?
The first comment was that I'd be happy as an adult.
But anyway.
So my idea was, what is a brainworm idea that's been stuck in your head? Oh man.
Yeah, I think Sam was messaging in the chat when you.
Let me read it verbatim.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can
This is when he said this, I was like, "Oh yeah, totally understand." Didn't need any explanation. Go ahead.
So I shared the thing and I lolled and
I lolled.
Hunter oof damn lolled in response, and then I posted, what my idea was, and this is verbatim what I put in the chat. But am a brainworm idea that you've is capitalized for whatever reason,
That you.
always has for a story or the way the world works or belief, comma, that you've capitalized again always had, but either have going out it's painfully untrue and you still can't let go of it, or it's something that even capitalized though you say you're capitalized going to do something with it, comma, never have and likely never will, because it's either become too big, too misspelled, too personal, too misspelled, or too stupid, too misspelled. Don't worry, I'll share it for everyone so that you can read it again. But the basic idea is an idea that has stuck with you since, well, it doesn't have to necessarily be childhood, but through most of your life, that you've always thought was like, oh, this is a cool thing and I could do something with it, but it's always never come to fruition. Or maybe it's a belief you had in something that you're like, yeah, I still kind of believe that even though it's stupid.
Sure.
So that's the general idea.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be distilled out of the message that I dropped in Discord.
Right. Okay. Joey, start us off.
I thought you had one.
I do. But mine might be deeper than I thought. So I want you to go first.
Well, what if mine's really deep?
Oh, well, then we'll find out.
You don't have enough time to do yours because it's too deep.
Yeah, it'll force me to be faster.
Oh, okay. Well, so back when I was about 7, I had to be 16 or 17 because I was shagging carts at Toys R Us when I came up with
Shagging carts.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
That's what the people who go out in the parking lot and collect the carts. They're cart shaggers.
Cart collector. Gotcha. I think they've changed the name.
I don't know about that.
It's not the 80s
Cart
anymore.
Shagging. It's collecting carts at Toys R Us.
Gotcha.
So I had to be like 16 or 17 when I first got the idea. But I was in the parking lot getting stormed on, collecting carts, and I was like, called back to an episode of Maurice Sendek's Little Bear.
Of what?
Little Bear.
Oh, Little Bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maurice Sendek is the creator.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Also,
Little Bear,
Where
like
the Wild Things Are.
Little Bear, like
Little Bear, Father Bear, Mother Bear.
Yeah.
Nick Jr.
Yes. Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
anthropomorphic bear that they were like, let's make a little boy and put a bear head on it.
He's a bear, yeah. But he's a little boy.
Yeah.
So in that, his old man, Father Bear, was a fisherman.
Okay.
And there's an episode where he's out on his fishing boat, and there's
Of
a
course,
storm.
they'd make a bear a fisherman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they go out and they get the salmon.
Yeah.
He's on his fishing boat, and the storm is like hitting him, and he's like, blow. You just get me home quicker.
Okay.
Ain't nothing but a G thing to me.
Ain't nothing but a G thing. Papa Bear.
So I'm getting blown on by that storm, and for whatever reason, that pops into my head.
You were like, I'm Papa Bear.
And I'm like, all
Storm
right,
ain't
I'm
no
getting
thing.
these carts. I'm getting stormed on. What can I do with this thought? And from that, it starts to spiral out into this kung fu revenge story. Of it would be a dark parody retelling of Little Bear that was a kung fu revenge story.
Okay. Who's getting revenge? The dad, Papa Bear, or
No.
or
So
Little Bear?
Same story. Like he goes out. So he's in charge of the village, right?
Who?
Father Bear.
Papa. Yeah. Father
Father
Bear.
Bear. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a kung fu master. He keeps everybody safe. Big ass storm is coming, so he goes out and he fights the storm god.
This storm ain't no thing.
Yeah, he goes out and he fights the storm god.
Okay.
He comes back. He's a different person. You find out later on in the story that he, to defeat the storm god, had to like possess and take his soul within him.
Wow. This is some in-depth kung fu bear stuff.
Yeah. So he becomes like this angry, fucking storming, raging, chaotic
Father Bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little Bear at the time, he's a stupid little dumbass kid.
Stupid little dumb little bear.
Right. And like before his father went off to fight the storm god, he's always like, oh wow, kung fu's like magic. I'm gonna call it magic. And ha ha ha. Father Bear comes back and now he's got the storm god in him. And he's like, one of these times.
Wait a
Bear
minute.
goes,
Is this gonna turn into Mortal Kombat and Father Bear is Raiden?
No.
Continue.
So Little Bear's doing his thing. He's like, oh, do the magic, Father. And he's like,
Do
it's
the
not
magic.
magic, it's kung fu. And he starts beating the shit out of him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and
He's beating up Little
yeah,
Bear?
his
Why?
His mom has to intervene because he
Does she know kung fu?
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course.
Of
All
course.
of the different...
Why wouldn't she
No.
know kung fu?
All of the different animals are
their own kung fu
and they all
masters.
have, they follow the different
Yeah.
styles based on the animals that they are.
So bear kung fu, rabbit kung fu,
Yeah.
turtle kung fu.
Yeah.
Okay.
and little bear has to run away and like live in the woods, and he's exiled.
Okay, a bear living in the woods. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's out of the village now.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Does he learn his own kung fu?
Yeah. So he,
Oh.
in the story,
Yeah.
he has to, like, he's surviving on his own. You know, he's a dumbass little kid, so he's not going to make it.
Sure.
So
he gets saved by the
so
wolves.
Franklin the turtle,
Franklin the turtle,
also of Nick Jr.
Franklin taught me how to brush my teeth.
Right. So in this, he's like, instead of, you know, a dumbass little kid himself, he's like the wise mentor figure.
Franklin the turtle?
Yeah. He's like
Okay.
he's like the Master Oogway of this story.
All right.
And he's the one that teaches little bear kung fu. Because
Does he teach him
Franklin,
turtle kung fu?
In Franklin's best friend was also a bear. So that's where I drew that
yeah.
connection from.
Yep.
Like-
Okay.
So his student is a bear in this.
Is Franklin older in this?
Yeah.
Oh, Franklin's
he's
older.
like the older mentor character.
Okay, so Franklin's not a kid in this.
Right.
Okay.
But it would
Teaches
still
him-
be that character. It's just
Right. Teaches him kung fu.
yeah.
Okay.
And the whole idea is like the whole forest is suffering because of what's going on. So they need somebody that can be trained up to be at that same level as Father Bear.
To go fight Father
to
Bear.
Go fight him.
I thought Father Bear was supposed to protect the village.
Right. Well, he was.
But since he got the storm
and
god
he
in
becomes
him-
like a dictator and like everything's going to shit.
Damn.
But like instead of just the straight vengeance, I'm going to go back and kill him. He finds out what happens and he's like, oh, if I can figure out a way to pull their souls apart, I
my
can
father's
save
not bad. He just has the storm god in him.
him. Yeah.
Oh. So it goes
And
from a
even-
revenge story
Yeah,
to a more of a avenge story.
Yeah.
Not even avenge. It'd be, well, whatever it is. Yeah.
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 So, and that for the last 20
Odd
years
20 years, okay.
has been cooking in my head.
It's just
as
been
something
cooking
to
in your
do.
head all this
I've
time.
added lore to it, different characters.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's like the one I've never been able to let go of, where I'm like, man, if I could do something with this, it would pop. But we're like past the point now where I think like the dark retelling.
Of stuff. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. The new horror movie Mickey Mouse is coming out.
Yeah, and Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, so maybe.
Horror Steamboat
Can you
Willie.
even, can Little Bear even be an IP you can use right now?
Probably not.
Probably not yet.
You know,
Close
under
though.
parody law, you probably could.
Oh yeah. You'd have to name them not Little Bear and Father.
Yeah.
It'd have to be like Small Bear and Papa Bear
Yeah.
or something.
Papa
or-
Bear and Cub.
Yeah. But everyone would know. It wouldn't be Franklin, just be Frank or you know whatever it is, right? Franklin, whatever works for it. Huh? Nice. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Did not expect that. That was way off what I had expected. Mine's gonna sound fucking crazy. Wow. Well, first thing I'll throw out there is an easy one is that I still believe Santa exists, but not like physically. I believe Santa exists like spiritually.
Spirit of the season.
Yeah, I think Santa is the spirit of the season. I don't think he brings us gifts and stuff, but I think that there is a true, like, as people believe in, maybe not Santa, but like the spirit of Christmas, we get happier as we get closer to, well, sorry, we don't get happier, we get more giving near Christmas. We tend to get nicer.
Unless it's a Secret Santa, and then Hunter's like, I'm not giving to that.
We tend to get more givey and caring near the Christmas season. And I feel like all of our collected sort of goodwill goes in December. And the more as a whole in the world that we're able to do and give and care about in December will mean how well off the next year will be. And the worse and worse Christmas gets, the worse and worse each year gets. So that's, like, I believe that is Santa. Santa exists as, like, the spiritual manifestation of Christmas spirit. And Christmas spirit is, like, actually the manifestation of, like, karma. Like, end year karma to go into
So
next
if we
year.
had all believed a little more back then, Harambe might still be alive today.
Yes! If only we had believed more, Harambe would still be alive. Oh my god, I watched me and Michaela watched Boondocks the other day, and there's an episode where Riley is the director for the Christmas play. Oh my god. And the teacher is like telling them about Kwanzaa, and he's like, everybody join me in yelling out the Kwanzaa cheer, and he goes, Harambe, Harambe. And I was like, oh, how they have no idea. Oh, it was funny. Anyway, I had to get, you said it, and it made me have to say it. But anyway, that's my quick, easy throw, and I wanted to throw out there. But here is my crazy thing story that has been in my head for a long time. However, it is not something that I have continued to think deep on. Only really like, oh hey, yeah, that was cool. Not really continued to think on, because I think I may have grown out of it, but I still might think it's true. I don't know. As a child, and even as I've gotten a little bit older, my first memory, and we've talked about it before, is my first ever memory that I actually remember is when I don't even remember how old I was, but I was definitely not a baby. I was maybe like 4 or older. And it seems weird that my first memory is from when I was 4 years old, where a lot of people are like, oh, I remember when I was a baby and this happened, or when I was 1 and this happened.
That blows my mind when people are like, oh, I remember the birth canal. Like,
the first time I remember coming out.
I can't fucking remember Tuesday.
So that, like, in my memory, my first ever memory feels too far into life. Okay. And I've talked about my first memory is it's me sitting on our weird brownish maroon couch in England. My mom sitting in the recliner in front of me to my right, and we're watching some cartoons in the big ass TV. What are those called? Entertainment stand system, whatever. Because it had the cabinet doors, it had the little box on the inside for a TV, the fucking tube TVs. Anyway, that's my first memory ever. But it always felt too far into my life to be my first memory. Like, I should be remembering stuff from way before that, but I don't. As I grew up, I also realized I didn't really see my dad as much. I was like, I don't really see my dad like ever. I mean, I see him for maybe a month or two, like in the summer or whatever, when school's out, but like I don't ever really see my dad, and like we don't really talk about him and stuff. And like we're always like moving around and blah blah. And I started to come up with this theory in my head that I was certain was true. And I still, to this day, believe it a little bit, that I am not the real hunter.
I know, we were just talking
we
about
were,
that
and it was wild that we did, because I was like, whoa, hold on.
Now, just for reference, Baby Hunter, blonde, platinum.
Yeah, I put a baby picture in Discord, but it was not for my blonde hair. It must have been after. I do not believe I'm the real hunter. I think
Changeling.
I think the real hunter either died or was kidnapped or taken or whatever it was. Because you like, that's a real thing. Like, babies die with, it's like a 1 in whatever chance that a child dies within their first like year of being alive or something, or however long. Like, it can just happen. I forget what it's called.
Sudden infant death syndrome.
Yes, that's what SIDS. Yes. Which very terrible, horrible thing. But back to my crazy theory in my head. So I believe I replaced the real hunter. And then I didn't just replace it like I was just a baby they took from somewhere else and threw me in, because I have features of my mother and my dad. So I had to have been genetically created through, guess it, the military, because my father is not around very often.
What if you got replaced while you were in England? Then it could have been Red Caps that did it. And you're actually a fey creature.
A fey creature? That'd be wild. That's almost still on my theory. So my theory is that I am a genetically altered military weapon. That the reason I didn't see my father was because he, my mom and him were so sad that something had happened, or that a real hunter was dying, and that the only way to keep me, or to keep a child, was to steal or create their own genetically altered hunter in the secret military lab, and then brought me home. And the reason why I didn't see him often is because he's on the run. And then I could only see him during the summer, because that's when he was able to throw off the scent of the military for a little while, even though we still lived in the same place. Each time that I saw him. But I didn't see him for a long time, too. There was a while where I wasn't seeing him at all. So my theory was that he's always running from the military, even though he still went on base when I saw him. But that I was a military genetically altered weapon, and I kept dreaming and thinking, because like as a kid, I was not, I don't know. It took a while before I really got into any like sports or was athletic. Cause I grew up with like my mom and like my sister and like, they weren't going outside being like, hey, Hunter, you want to play catch or you want to, whatever. And I'm like, I wasn't really like into that stuff, but it wasn't until I really like was growing up in public school and kids were like, Hunter, let's go do this. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So then I started playing like baseball and wrestling and like all that stuff or whatever. Right. But for the longest time, I was always thinking, because like anytime I didn't get to see my dad or someone talked about their dad and I'm like, I don't get to see my dad. Or my mom made me mad, or like when I ran away, I always thought that, I'm just genetically.
That's when it happened. Maybe when you ran away, you got swamped.
I'm just genetically altered. And when I turn 18 or when I turn 20, my powers will manifest. and I will help people and make sure that I don't get found out by the military, so my dad doesn't go to prison.
So fucking little kid.
So I always hoped for a long time that my powers would manifest. And I used to dream about because I used to walk to any day now. I used to walk to school and home for like almost all of high school until I got a car, which was like senior year. So basically from 9 to 11. I would walk to school and walk home. When I went home from school, I would go around the backside, and then there was this little bridge that had an under bridge to it that you could walk through. And it was always like really shadowy and dark. And I always dreamed that one day my powers would just manifest because somebody was like getting beat up under the bridge, and I would save them. And then I would save them, and those people would be like, "Oh my God, Hunter, what was that?" And I'll be like, "I don't know. You can't fucking tell anybody though. We're in this together now. we are one. You're my backup from now on." But yeah, I
hope you're good at computers because you're the tech guy.
You're my tech guy. You're the van guy. So yeah, I for a long time, and I still kind of believe it, but I don't know. Maybe not the genetically altered thing, but that maybe I'm not the real Hunter, or maybe there was two of us, and I don't know. But for a very long time, I very much believe that I am not the real Hunter, and I am not. I was genetically born and not birthed, and I was made at like whatever year. Like my first memory was me like becoming active,
Damn.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's bonkers. But yeah, man, I always, every little thing I had to make a reason for it. And it was always more than what reality probably would be. But it was enough for me to think it was okay.
Damn. What powers were you going to have?
It was going to be, if I remember, like a telekinesis, it wasn't, so like, I could move stuff, right? But it was a lot of like forming things around me and like hitting stuff. And then like pushing people.
Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kind of Green Lantern-y, yeah. But yeah, and then I could fly. I could definitely fly. I remember flying. Flying's cool. But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like I did that a lot too as a kid. As I would, if something didn't make sense to me or if it upset me, I found some reason to make it that was okay in my head. So I didn't see my dad a lot. So I must be an imposter because he's running away from the military because he took me from the secret genetics lab.
He's hiding out on the base.
Yeah.
Solid Snake. He's under a cardboard box. I can only see him for 2 months.
I can't tell if that was a fun, happy story or a sad story. Do you have another one?
No, I just brought the one. I was expecting, 3 of us, and that to take some time.
Tell us your guys'
thing.
That
was what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
get in the comments and let us know your weird brain rot.
Whatever it is, your idea you've had as a child, your whatever stories, beliefs that probably aren't true, but you certainly believe they are. Like things that like you probably know it might not be, but like you still believe it is, you know, that kind of stuff. Tell us yours in the comments.
Which creepypasta is absolutely true?
Yeah. May, tell us yours if you have anything.
What urban legend?
Yeah, we got to do one of those episodes. She's doing an urban legend episode. I really want to teach May League now. We should go home and do that today.
She won't.
She won't.
I mean, we can try, but Alexa's also going to get on and be like, "We're not playing."
It is
you
good.
Didn't mention that in your week, by the way.
What?
Anything about Star Wars?
Yeah, did you talk about Call of Duty or Jedi Survivor? You're talking about, or the Acolyte?
The controversial one.
Oh, the Acolyte. A lot of gay kissing in the Acolyte.
I watched it. There was no gay.
You watched it?
Yeah. When I said I hope you're ready to defend your show.
You watched the first 2 episodes?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened just to make sure I can prove that you.
There's a fire in space where there's no oxygen, so.
Wait, what did you say? There's a fire in space where there's no oxygen?
Yeah.
You talking about the exploding pipes?
Yeah.
There's oxygen around the
pipes.
Well, yeah,
because
it's shooting it. It's life support.
But
system.
It wasn't fire. It was a campfire.
Well, I believe that's the. I mean that you gotta.
I don't care. I'll disregard that because it's Star Wars and we can be outside of our spaceship on an asteroid with rebreather masks. Yeah. I'm willing to set aside the fire.
Yeah. But you did watch the first 2 episodes. Yeah. We've got literally 4 seconds to just give me your thoughts.
7.
You just give me your thoughts.
7.
Oh, 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
That's actually really good for the Star Wars shows that you've watched lately.
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
It was. I'm gonna give it, a couple episodes to see how it goes, but right now it's fine.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't say it's good.
That makes me happy that you gave it a 7.
Andor's much higher. I think the first couple of seasons of Mando are higher.
Yeah, they are. But again, we're not done yet. It's only the first 2 episodes. But does it
they did some interesting things. They did some things I didn't like.
Oh, so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll talk more about that when we're done here. But the feeling that I had told you about, did you feel that at all? Or how do you feel? What's it giving you vibes-wise? I said it was early season Mando a little bit or early season Stranger Things kind of for me. How did you feel about that? Yes, no?
I don't know if I'm really invested yet.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Like you usually aren't too much. But I'm happy you went and watched it and gave it a 7. That's awesome. I didn't expect a 10. No fucking way. I barely expect higher than a 5, and you gave it a 7. That's cool. I mean, even I give it like a 7 right now, like a 7, 8-ish. Like, yeah, that's cool. And the gay kissing thing, me and Michaela went into it seeing news articles that was like, they have ruined this show. There's so much gay kissing and
that's kind of why I watched it, because every fucking misogynist bigoted YouTube channel is like, oh my god, this is gonna end it all.
So we went into it watching.
I hate watching it against the hate watchers.
We went into it expecting, because it was like all this gay kissing and lesbian lovers and blah 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 and all this gay pride stuff, and we were like, oh wow, this is gonna be interesting. Let's watch this. Not a single kiss in the entire first 2 episodes, and we were like, what the fuck? Where's all the gay kissing? So it was kind of a joke, but it was also meant to make you watch it. But it's what me and Michaela expected going in, was that there'd be gay kissing. There was none. So it was funny to make you guys feel the same thing we did.
When they ruin the Force.
Ah, you're right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for. We're good. No, we're not.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in to another episode of the Older and Dumber podcast. If you enjoyed the content, you can find more of it at anywhere on the internet at OlderNDumber. And if you want to help support the podcast, you can do so on our Patreon, patreon.com/OlderNDumber. If you want more of Hunter, at Voice of Hunter. If you want more of me, at Slutty Mage. And why don't you check out our talented editor, May, since we talked about her a lot on this episode, at Mellia.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about 2 dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call Earth. As always, you guys are wonderful. You're fantastic. Oh, and don't forget to watch us live on, actually, Do you think we'll be starting? No, we haven't.
Twitch.tv/older_N_dumber.
I would like to say it on the Older and Dumber channel, but we could still be playing Starfinder, so we'll see. Either on May's Twitch or the Older and Dumber Twitch. Catch us live Wednesday nights around 8 p.m. as we play tabletop gaming. Yeah, as we play tabletop gaming. And you can also just check us out live as well. We're currently streaming more often. Twitch.tv Older and Dumber and Twitch.tv Mellia. So let's make sure to check us out.
See.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've got some programming notes coming together. So
put in the comments. Right in that comment section. Down here.
The algorithm does love comments.
It loves
episodes with comments always do better. So
yeah.
If you're watching on Patreon, maybe just go back to the YouTube video and comment on it.
Do both.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. You guys are wonderful, and we will see you again next week.
Bye.